Have you ever wondered what it's like to be homeless? I have. 7 days before I filmed this video that you're watching right now, my lease on my apartment in Bozeman, Montana ended, and I officially became homeless. I was scared, and it, it makes sense, right? Where was I going to live? What if something bad happened and no one was there to help me? What if I ran out of money somewhere in freaking Kansas and got harassed by cows for the rest of my life? There were just a lot of possibilities, and I really didn't know what to expect. But what I quickly found out after becoming homeless is that being homeless has never made me feel more at home. And what you're going to watch in this video is me being surrounded by the people I love and doing things I never thought I'd be able to do because of this one choice to become homeless and listen to that little voice inside my heart. So please let me introduce you to Year of Adventure number 8.
Since I left my Bozeman apartment and officially became homeless. Here I am, northern Idaho. This is Island View on the peninsula. Absolutely beautiful. Check it out a little bit. Very, very, very awesome. But the point of this video right now, this is kind of part 1 to Year of Adventure number 8, where I'm going to be going down to a business event in Arizona. This is really just a tribute to how special it is to live in America and be free, though. I've met more people than I think I've ever had in my life that have been on van trips and living in their cars and doing all sorts of exciting things like that. And it just seems like what a wonderful time to be alive, even when there's uncertainty, even when there's scary things that happen. Like I moved out of my apartment, which is still pretty scary. There's freedom and all of that. And it's just beautiful. So I'm gonna go in, have some dinner with my family. I'll see you soon. Oh, get the roll. Dude, okay, right now I am backing out of my driveway, the Hope House driveway, for what could be the very last time in a long time. I'm starting my trip today, and that's goodbye to the Hope House. Oh my gosh. Okay, dude, it's kind of a crazy feeling, like to leave a place and knowing you're not coming back anytime soon. Is the start of an adventure. It's the greatest feeling. It's the itch that everybody craves when they're feeling something new, when they're feeling like they're in a little drum of life. Is that first step that you take into a brand new life. It's nervous, but it's always a magical moment. It's a magical moment. So here we are. Here's to starting an adventure, and here's to the next chapter in life, man. It's the morning of the first day I've spent in my car on the road on my way down to Arizona for the Copy Accelerator business event. It's a beautiful day to be alive here in St. Mary's, Idaho. Woke up at like 5:12 this morning because I went to bed at like 7 last night, and I feel awesome. So I'm gonna get a little quick morning workout in, and after that, gotta go get some work done, and we're gonna keep it rolling today. So I found a local spot with Wi-Fi, and this is gonna be my new, probably my new morning ritual. is finding spots with Wi-Fi, little scavenger hunts in the morning, typing for a few hours, and then heading on the road. It's just that scavenger hunt in the morning is going to be the hard part to get used to. But I got to get into work, got to get into focus mode right now. So I'm going to do that, and I'll talk to you another time. Oh, look what I found. I want to film the cutting. This is an important part of this process.
As far as it gets, you might cut it in pieces for you?
Yeah. Should you? Does it make it more exciting?
Of course it does.
I want to watch an expert at work here.
Right.
Oh. Well.
You can fix it right up. Give you bite-sized chunks. All you have to do is pop it in.
Oh my, you have made my morning. So here I am outside of Donnelly, Idaho. Just traveled to a place called Gold Fork Hot Springs. It's about 17 miles north of McCall, I think, roughly. And then you turn on this road right here that you can see on that little short video clip. Now, unfortunately, because I'm here at Gold Fork, here we are, you can see the hot springs just a little bit over there. But because I am not vaccinated and they're requiring proof of vaccine, which is unfortunate right now, I'm not going to be able to go in. Well, I don't want to get the vaccine myself. I totally support a business's right to be able to do this. And I still highly recommend the hot springs. They are fantastic hot springs and probably one of my favorites personal like developed hot springs areas. They're not natural, they're actually developed in here. Very, very nice, very beautiful. But unfortunately, since I'm not going to be able to go into these beautiful hot springs at Gold Fork, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you on an equally beautiful hike out here in the Donnelly, Idaho wilderness. So we'll go check that out right now. Notes to keep if you're actually going to come back here is that there is a one-way road. If you're traveling in a really big vehicle, then you might want to be aware that that one-way bridge is kind of tricky if you're in a big vehicle. But other than that, it's a 6.5 mile drive on a dirt road back here. Absolutely beautiful. And if you're vaccinated and actually want to come visit this place, or when they eventually, hopefully, get rid of the vaccine, that requirement, you'll be able to come back here no matter what. Beautiful hot springs. Let's go on a quick hike. All right, I made it to the next spot in Boise, Idaho, so let's go experience Boise. So what was supposed to happen right now was a cool montage of all this great stuff I was gonna do in Boise. Like right now I'm wearing a fancy shirt. There's this super fancy restaurant over there. And I don't know how much I can take of the city though, dude. Like, I've just been driving around in it today and oh my gosh, it is stressful, bro. So the good news is though, is I found this awesome blackberry bush with all these berries on it. Check this out, man. That's a score right there, man. That's a score. I'm about to see my mom right now. There she is. There's a mom. Oh, I hope I don't stink too much. I'm sorry.
How are you?
I just used your shower wipes. Clean off a little bit. So last night I stayed here in Reno, Nevada at my mom's place where she's staying right now, and I'm leaving tonight. I need to stay here for about a week. I have a car appointment in Reno and next Tuesday, but I've got so many places to see. And it's just hard for me to stay in one spot for too long. So I'm packing up right now. I'm going to go see a movie tonight, and I'm headed up to Lake Tahoe. Can't wait to show you because I've never been there before. And this is going to be one of the first places on this trip that I've never been to before. And I'm showing you the real experience as it happens. So
Meet Ambison and Megan. Ambison is one of my oldest friends ever, and Megan is his new girlfriend, soon to be baby mama, which is crazy. One of my best friends is about to have a baby. Definitely one of the most impactful people I've ever had in my life, though. So we're about to go to a casino and have some fun.
We gotta make her baby money. So you guys get all the winnings, but we hit it like millions of dollars. Like I'm expecting like at least a half back, like at least 100 back, right? All right, I'm testing out my selfie stick. We're in Lake Tahoe right now, and It's terrible. It's really bad. We were gonna go parasailing, but apparently you like suffocate to death if you're up top. So we're gonna go outside, play casino games. Let's go do it.
Something to note through this whole sequence of ridiculousness is that I hate casinos. I've been to casinos a few times in my life and never ever won anything, never enjoyed them. It's been brutal.
14,
but going to
14,
the first time with somebody like my friend Ambison, this is his first time ever gambling right now, and we are losing money, having no idea what we're doing. It's a fun thing to do once, not a career I suggest. If you're going to get rich, go copywriting instead.
Tie it up. Let's go, you freaking legend.
16.
Ah.
Hit me.
What? Okay. Oh!
And 19. Come on. I haven't made any money. I haven't lost any.
Update on casino time. We lost everything. Everything.
Hey, but roulette's fun. Jake got
fun.
Got $70 payout on a $2 bet.
I got a $70 payout on a $2 bet, which is the only fun part of the whole thing. Roulette's okay, but it's like, man, you always lose. You always lose.
That keeps you in.
Now we got to go swim. All right, so here's probably the best view you're gonna get of Lake Tahoe today. We're here. This is actually the 4th state. Very pretty, by the way. This is the 4th state I visited on this trip across the country, living in the car. And what we're doing still is we're headed down to Scottsdale, Arizona. Right now we're in the mountains in Lake Tahoe. And like one of the things I always say, there's a few special places in the world. McCall, Idaho, you saw that. That's one of them. We're looking at Port Angeles, Washington, that's one of them. Sandpoint, Idaho is another one of them. And another one you're looking at right here is Lake McCall, or I mean Lake Tahoe. This place, one of the special places in the world, which is why it's some of the most expensive real estate that you can find. So this is California, very cool. I'm gonna go down, take a swim at the beach. Let's hit it. So I just stopped my car on the side of the road. I was just right here. I just had to stop and show you this very, very special find of a tree I don't get to see very often. What you're looking at right here is a sequoia tree. A very special tree. This part of one of the 3 species in the redwood family. You might be familiar with the redwood forest on the California coast. This is one of those species of trees that grows massive, tall, and lives just about as old as any species of tree in the world, up there with the bristlecone pine, the white bark pine, and the redwood family. This sequoia tree is very special and can be identified by these long striking kind of bark patterns here. It's just a beautiful, beautiful tree. And there's not that many of them left in the world, so when you get to see one, especially like someone like me that comes from Montana and never gets to see them, this is such a thing that's it's just beautiful to see. So awesome, so awesome to marvel at a tree as beautiful as this one behind me. Had to show you. Got to protect trees like that, protect special things like that. Pretty cool. You want help? Here we go. Chimney Beach up there, one of the best places I've ever been. And on to the next one. Let's go. So last night I had one of the craziest nights of my life. Today I'm making up for this by going parasailing for the first time in my life. I've always wanted to do this, never been able to. I've been skydiving, I've never been parasailing, and I've got like a little video thing, so you guys are going to be able to see it on this video, probably in the next clip. Hopefully they'll let me take the GoPro up. If not, you'll still be able to see all the craziness from the photo shoot they're going to do with it. I'm so excited. I can't wait for this. It's going to be awesome. Okay, let's... So we just got done parasailing. What you think of that, bro?
Woo! That's cool.
Fun.
You needed that when you went.
Oh, I know. I should have brought the GoPro too. I didn't think I could, but we got pictures, so you should have just seen those. I hope. If not, I failed terribly at my job. But oh. Finally, I am headed off to Yosemite National Park. I'm getting out of Reno. I just fixed the car up, $760. Now this beautiful car is ready to run for another 10,000 miles. I couldn't be more excited. And now I'm off, and we'll see how lucky I am for sure this time, because I'm trying to get out of the smoke, and I gotta go see if Yosemite has any tickets left open where I can actually get in the park, because they're limiting it a little bit this year. So hopefully I'll be able to get into Yosemite. I'll see all the awesome stuff, but if not, I got backup plans. Let's get on the road. It's time to leave Reno. Great time to be alive, man. When I think of California, I don't typically think of open spaces and big lakes and lots of nature. I think of people. But where I am right now is starting to make me rethink that a little bit. Wow. All right, so where I am right now is on the edge of Mono Lake, on the edge of Yosemite National Park, which is just a few miles up over these mountains here. Now, what's interesting about this lake is it's one of the oldest lakes in America, and also a very alkaline, a very salty lake that's even more salty than the ocean. They say it's over double the salt content as the Pacific Ocean. So it's very interesting, but unfortunately, like many places in the West right now, it's suffering from a major water shortage. The more streams that are diverted to give water to the big and growing cities of California, like LA, San Francisco, and so many other places, the more lakes like these suffer. So this lake is over 45 feet down, according to the sign that I read when I was coming in here, which is crazy. And it used to be a natural source for food of all these little shrimpy insect-looking things that I don't even know what to call. They have a Native American name. For the Native Americans, they used to capture and harvest these little shrimp like crustacean insects that I don't know the name of yet. I should figure out the real one for them. And they would dry them, and it was the primary source of food for people for thousands of years. Miners came in, shut down a lot of the local native populations. Now, as we've grown and we've grown more wiser, a little more empathetic, we're trying to redo some of those wrongs of the past by protecting beautiful places like this in Mono Lake. Here it is, beautiful place, beautiful image. Now, next stop is going to be Yosemite National Park. So I think that's about it for here. Not great swimming water, smells a little funky, but a great place to visit. Magnificent. Where I am right now is a place of legend that has been visited by some of the greatest people in history, such as John Muir, Teddy Roosevelt, countless celebrities, and now, after long waits, finally me. This, what you see behind me, is Yosemite National fucking Park, baby. Let's go! Let's go! Okay, that might have been a little profane. I might need to reel it back just a little bit, but I wanted to come here for so long. I've made it finally to one of the most popular, most recognizable, and definitely one of the most photographed places in the world. Not just in the United States, this is in the world. Yosemite Valley in Yosemite National Park. And this dome, half dome you see behind me, is the famous half dome that Alex Honnold climbed free solo up this 3,000-foot cliff behind me. Now, just for context, it's hard to tell in the GoPro, but this is still probably at least half a mile away from me, and it looks that big in the camera. This is unreal. The grand, like the spectrum of how big this place is really like unlike anything I've ever seen. Wow, man. I had to turn off the camera for a minute just to compose my thoughts while I'm here. This is Half Dome right over here behind the trees. You can still see it through the trees. Like, look how big it is. It's so big. But I'm gonna compose myself a little bit, and I wanted to speak to just like the scale of how big Yosemite National Park is. This is the second most popular national park in the United States, Yellowstone National Park being the first. So Yosemite National Park, just to speak to how big this place is though, is I entered somewhere over this way at 6 o'clock exactly this morning. By the time I parked my car right here, and I was actually able to look up at Half Dome, one of the most famous sights, one of the most famous pictures ever taken, it had been 1 hour and 40 minutes before I parked my car, which means I drove at 45, 50 miles an hour for over an hour and a half just to get here. And that whole time I was driving through just pristine, wild places. Like, I feel grateful to be here, and like I have to thank the people that came before me that protected and took care of this place so people like us can see it today. All these people that came through and recognized this place was special. They preserved it for generations to come. It's a good thing. I guess it's our duty going forward to continue protecting places like this, because God knows they're worth it. I guess let's move on. Here we go. I just took a bath here in the river. I needed it so badly because it's so hot down here in Southern California. So right now where I am is in Needles, California, and the river that you can see that I'm standing in right now is the Colorado River. I wanted to take a moment to talk about this because I think that this issue I'm about to talk about is going to be one of the biggest issues that my generation and kids like me have to face as we grow older into our maybe 40s, 50s, maybe even as early as our 30s, is water shortages. This river you can see is the Colorado River that Lewis and Clark wrote as one of the mightiest rivers in the country, and it actually was. It was just a massive, huge, powerful river that had the power to carve through canyons, and it flooded almost 100 feet high in some places. And now here we are in Needles, California in 2021, and this little river is what we have left. Why is that? The reason why is because we are taking more water for agriculture and to feed places like Las Vegas that don't have any natural water hardly at all. We're trying to give water to so many different people in a rapidly growing population, and the rivers like the Colorado are suffering. Now this is a very scary thing because I think more than COVID, I might get red flagged for saying that C word on my YouTube channel, we'll see, but it's more than a pandemic, more than wars in the Middle East, more than just about anything else. I think the United States and everywhere else around the world is going to start dealing with water shortages at some time during my lifetime. That's one of the things I'm most nervous about, and we really have to figure out on how we're going to deal with getting people water and protecting places like this, because there used to be massive fish migrations that came up rivers like this. Now, since there's so many dams on this river, more dams on the Colorado River than just about any other river in the United States, I think, the fish populations can't go to their historical spawning grounds. We're giving so much water away that the rivers are shrinking and not leaving enough habitat for wildlife and native species that used to live in these rivers. It is a scary thing, man. It's a scary thing. I don't like to be a doom and gloomer because I really do believe the world's a good place and life is consistently getting better for people across the world all the time, every year, no matter which person's president or what's happening in the world. Life as a general, as time goes on, tends to get better for people, and we're very fortunate to live in a world like that. The only thing that I worry about remembering is that we need to remember to take care of our beautiful planet, even as our life gets better. So this is the Colorado River, and despite all the gloom and doom talk, this is a very pretty place here in Needles, California that I would actually visit again. It's gorgeous here in the Colorado. Today we're headed to Sedona, Arizona. Let's go get that. Let's go. Welcome to Sedona, Arizona. I got in here late last night, evening-ish, and ran into a man named Andres, who told me that Sedona is not only a place for vacation. Sedona is a place that draws people that are looking to accomplish something, because it's a very energetically, apparently, a very energetically powerful place. Natives were here for thousands of years. Now people have built a town here, about 10,000 people, in an area that could have easily been a national park just as beautiful as Yosemite. Now here we are at one of the sites that Andres called an energy vortex site. Welcome to Bell Rock. Now you might be asking yourself, Jake, what is an energy vortex? That's a good question. It's the same question I asked Andres just yesterday. An energy vortex site, according to Andres, is a site where it's very energetically charged to start with, and this energy has a way of hypercharging whatever energy you enter the site with. So if you come in angry, the energy is supposed to amplify that anger and allow you to release it. Same thing, if you come in super elated, this site is supposed to elevate that energy and hypercharge you, make you feel all the highs, and then allow you to release that emotion at the end of feeling it. So it's very interesting, and there's a lot of place to see around here, a lot of little hidden nooks and crannies that you can hike up to. It's a special place. I can tell already there's a feel in the air that I don't feel with everybody or everywhere else I've been. Do I know if it's energetically charged? Do I know if it's just myth or legend? I don't. I'm not an energy expert, but I can tell you that looking out at this view and sitting on these rocks is just about the most peaceful, relaxed, and just about as released, I think, as I've ever felt. So, shout out to Sedona, Arizona, to this day, this town down here in the valley, most beautiful place, most beautiful town, I'll say, the most beautiful town I've ever been to. It's not even a competition. Sedona. Here we are in Slide Rock State Park, Arizona. Now this place is famous because of the natural water slides that form here, and you could actually slide down. I'm gonna take you on one right now. Let's go. That does it for Slide Rock, Arizona. It's been a good day. We're heading out. I think I'm gonna sleep one more night in Sedona, and then we'll head down towards the business event that we've got coming at the end of this month that I've been waiting to show you for so long. So we'll do it for today. One last look at Slide Rock. Natural water slides, dude. Freaking awesome. Hey, what's up? I just made it to Scottsdale. I actually did it last night, and I'm about to go into the restaurant, hopefully, if we can find them, meet a lot of the other copywriters that are going to be coming to this business event, Copy Accelerator, tomorrow. I'm so excited to meet some other people. Let's go see if we can find them. Hey, we got the copy group here. Cheers. Say something cool. Let's go. Oh, so excited to be here. Let's go. Hey, so here we are. Today is actually the first day that Copy Accelerator starts, which you've already seen is our pre-dinner with all the copywriters. Now I get to show you my real hotel room, finally. And we're going to an actual business event where everything's kicking off tonight. So let's start with the hotel room right now. So here we are in the hotel room. I'll show you the bathroom first. Here is cool little mirror here. Everything's got like decorations. Look at this. I love stuff like this. It makes me feel like I'm living high class. So I'm enjoying this a lot. I actually get to take a shower. Whoever invented the whole shower thing, big fan of you. Oh, you would be hugged probably. I get my own closet. This is nifty too. All right, now we get to see over here. We have an awesome king bed that I've already been laying in, trying to rest from the day. Everything's looking good. This is the saguaro cactus. Golf course right out here. Hopefully we get to play with Stefan and Georgi later this week, Friday-ish. Really excited about that as well. So now what we're doing is we're headed out to the first kind of cocktail introduction where everybody's gonna be there, all the business owners, all the copywriters. I'm just thrilled. It's a beautiful time. Lots of cool people. So let's go get it.
So if you don't understand what this event you're watching is, what we're looking at is Copy Accelerator. This is a group of entrepreneurs that come together twice a year, every year, to write something called copy. Now, copy is the art of persuasion in the written form, and what you're going to see us do over these next few presentations is break down a few ads, have some fun. But the exciting part about this is in this room, I'm surrounded by the richest people I've ever been surrounded by. Lots of brilliant, very nice, very happy people. I'll let you get back to it.
Due to cash flow issues. Just several days later, I also lost most of my money when my bank account was being hacked. In just 1 week, I went from living the life of my dreams to a nightmare. All these misfortunes sank me into a deep state of depression. I began to drink every day and just waste my life away. Just as all hope seemed to be lost, one of my ex-colleagues called me and told me that she is now doing better than ever. She excitedly told me that
One right here.
You got a bike coming behind you?
Yeah, so it was interesting seeing Steve Gunn, I think, up there yesterday, and he was like,
We just finished up Copy Accelerator. That was our second day. We're going to the zoo, go hang out right now. The takeaways were incredible. Getting in a room full of people that are as wealthy and successful as all these people here are is irreplaceable. If you haven't gone to a live event yet, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. So that does it for Copy Accelerator and the entirety of Your Adventure number 8. We're at the zoo right now, which unfortunately is dark outside, so we can't see the animals. A little bit of a danger factor. Lions can see in the dark. I can't see in the dark. But this will do it. It's been a beautiful, beautiful month since traveling on the road. Beautiful month since leaving the safety I'd ever known. And live events are one of the most enlightening things anyone can ever do. It's been a beautiful time. I hope you get out there. I hope you go to live events. I hope you start seeing people like all these beautiful people again very soon, because it's been a blessing of my day. All right, I'll talk to you guys all very soon. See you in the next one. Jake Lou out. Oh, and stay wild and be free.